Hey friends, Christian here, and you've made your way over to the blog that I do every single day, and I just read it here on YouTube. It's just a way for me to practice on-camera presence and just to build a community and hang out with my friends. And specifically, we're here to cultivate curiosity, to create something every day, and to foster connection with y'all. And I'm noticing it's a little dark in this room. Give me a second. I forgot to turn on the extra light. But I hope you're having a great evening. And today we're getting into part 3 of the Hopeless Romantic series, where I go over the last relationship I was in and how it's seemingly back in my life. Surprisingly so. So, like I said, thanks for being here. We're here to read a blog just of my thoughts and feelings, and this is definitely about feelings. So let's go ahead and click the link in the description, and you'll make your way over to christiankiwa.com, which is my blog. And I don't know how many times I've said blog so far, but let's go there and just read. All right, Hopeless Romantic, part 3. Authentic August, day 30, 18 days till I'm 28. So if you haven't read part 1 or part 2, I suggest you do so to get all caught up. For today, we dive into Hopeless Romantic part 3 and get into some more background story. Since you're all caught up now, if you paused, and well, you can't pause this unless you're on the replay, you know that Ashley, my ex, texted me last week after 6 months of no communication. We broke up in February and agreed to no communication until December, but she went with her gut and decided to reach out sooner than that. Question, why did you guys break up? I thought I needed to go out and find myself. There's this analogy I always use. You can either be a prince and find your princess, and you can build your kingdom together, or you can establish yourself as a king first, build your kingdom, and then attract a queen. In my younger days, I didn't mind being a prince, but for the last several years or so, I wanted to go the king route. We both knew that we were codependent and that our relationship was not the healthiest. I took this as a sign that I still needed to evolve from princehood to kingship. So I knew I didn't really So I knew didn't really give the relationship my best effort. Plus, I had already dated so many girls from Davis, where I went to school, that I thought it was about time I look elsewhere. And this speaks to another issue. I was operating under the impression that I would move to some new city with the smell of endless possibility in the air, live a dope life, make some dope music, and hook up with some dope chicks. Basically, I still wanted to date around, and by the looks of it, Ashley was looking for a committed relationship. Not to mention she was moving to Vegas, and I'm here in California, so long distance didn't sound too enticing either. So we broke up, but with a twist. So when we were breaking up, I actually became very confused as to whether or not it was the right decision. I knew I had, and I still have / am working through issues with accepting myself. And I also knew that non-acceptance was projected onto my friends and family, but especially onto my romantic partners. So I kept going back and forth between thinking that maybe this actually could work if I could only just get my shit together, and her too, actually. We both had some issues to work out. Basically, there was a lot of potential with us, but as they always say, you can't date potential. Anyway, I was confiding in a friend about my dilemma, someone who's been happily married for the last 6 years, and he offered up the following idea. And I say that because, if you need money advice, you're probably not going to go ask your broke uncle. If you need relationship advice, you probably don't want to ask the person who doesn't have a successful relationship. So yeah, I asked my friend, and he'd been in a relationship for 6 years at this point. So he offered up the following idea. Why don't you guys just put each other on the shelf for now? Not in the trash can, not in the treasure chest. Just put this relationship on the shelf and pick it up later at some agreed upon date and see how it feels. And he gave this advice because him and his wife did this when they were still dating, and it proved successful for them. And actually, I don't think I ever pitched that specific imagery to Ashley at the time. I think I just said like, hey, let's, anyway. Well, this made sense to me. The only kicker was that he also suggested that we shouldn't date around in the meantime. But actually, that made sense to me too, since I had been a serial dater since 6th grade. So I thought this would be a good way to stop the cycle and take some dedicated time to get to know and love myself. I pitched the idea to Ash. She agreed, and we broke up. After telling a few friends of this arrangement, they all informed me that we didn't actually break up, that really what this amounted to was an extremely long break. Call it what you will, both of us thought that we broke up. And then I guess you'll have to tune in tomorrow to see how this is all playing out. I'm already over my 500 words for the day, and I have plenty of story left to share. Thanks for reading or streaming with me. With love, Q. Now that I think about it, tomorrow is August 31st, so I probably won't touch this subject until maybe the next day, but I don't know if I'm going to continue this project, or if I do, it'll be modified, maybe 250 words. I love doing it every single day, but until I can get my other ducks in the row, this one needs to take a seat on the bench, and some other projects need to take priority. But I will return to this. It is very interesting. I think it would be cool to do a podcast someday with Ashley, kind of going over the ins and outs and lessons learned, but also it was a very interesting relationship. And I think it would be very entertaining for people to listen to, and just very therapeutic for the both of us to talk about where we went wrong. Talk about where we went wrong and what the future might hold for us. If you just want to skip ahead, and if you're here, I thank you. So you might as well know that we are talking and we are trying to figure it out. There's clearly still chemistry between us, and things are different. Like, she's a lot different than she was. I am opening up to the idea of commitment because I've been practicing with other commitments in my life. And so I guess I get those consistency muscles working, not consistency, commitment muscles working out. And I'm not really big on commitment, even with things on my own. I'm not just talking about relationships. It's hard for me to commit to projects or to roles. And because I've been doing that in the last 6 months with my own life and my own career, my goals, it's opening me up to this idea of commitment in a relationship as well. And the thing is that even if we didn't work out again, the biggest change or shift is the fact that I'm going into it with the intent to actually try. Not that I wasn't trying before, but before it was all just fun. And if it ever became not fun, just break up with the person, or mutually break up. And so this time around, it's what does it take to be a man in a relationship, and what integrity does that take? Being true to yourself, being committed to yourself, but also to a partner. And so just ideas that we're playing around with. Obviously, she doesn't want to get hurt again, so there's a lot of safeguarding to do to see if we even want to do it. So I guess tentatively, we're just getting to know each other again, given some new patterns and new growth that's occurred over the past 6 months. And seeing if the excitement will subside. We haven't chatted for a while, so. That's that. Back to the authentic August thing. Yeah, there's just responsibilities that I have to Metanoia and to my YouTube channel. I know this is on YouTube, but to my actual vlogs and my music, that I think I could be spending time better on those projects rather than this specifically, at least until I can work those other things like a well-oiled machine, and then I could pick this thing back up. This is a lot of fun, and especially when people are commenting. By the way, you can comment. By the way, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. We'll get deep into some topics here eventually. I want to talk about spirituality, why I left the Christian tradition. I want to talk about A lot of things, but they'll have to wait. And so I think this blog is a good way for me to sort out all of the ideas that I have and to organize my thinking and to solidify my values and really decide upon the things that I believe. And if I ever come to not believe in those things anymore, to really work that out as well, because you don't always believe in the same thing over time. And I think it's a sign of growth when you can let go of something that no longer serves you for something better. I think of it as a raft. Alan Watts, the philosopher and spiritual teacher from the 70s, responsible for bringing a lot of Eastern teachings into the Western world. One of the things I heard in one of his lectures, something of the sort, like, once you've crossed the river, you no longer need the raft. So why continue walking through the woods with the raft? It's only holding you back. And there have been many rafts that I've held on to after I've already crossed the river. And so that's a spiritual concept for me. That's how I see my Christian faith. No, I'm not knocking other people who like it. It's just not for me, despite my namesake. But yeah, so yeah, I do want to continue the blog, and I do want to make it better. I don't want to always sit with my legs like this up on the edge of my bed. It'd be kind of cool to have a desk and to actually stream this on more than just my webcam, set up my mic, and get used to this sort of communication, because I do think this is where my career is headed. Something like Twitch, something like podcasting, something like talking to people and talking through struggles, woes, sorrows, but also joys, loves, and happiness, and what it means to be human. And I know that's very vague, but those are the things I've always talked about ever since I was young. And if I could make a career out of it because I'm passionate about those things, then I, at the very least, have to try. And I see so many people doing what they love on YouTube, even if it's just a side hustle, even if it's only bringing in a couple $100s a month, it's still something that they get to do that lights them up. And I want to be a part of that. I want a little slice of that pie. And I think that it also delivers value for the people watching. I've already had some people say, like, man, yeah, like, there was something that you said that I found very compelling, and I've been thinking about it. And no one ever tells me that, like, in the comments, but just to know in actual conversation with certain people that they are getting something from it is very encouraging. And that's what I'm doing this for, really. Not to sound arrogant or whatever. I get so much value from other people talking about their experiences that it stands to reason that if I talk about my experience, somebody else will get something from it too. And I love sharing, so I want to continue doing so. And with that said, I'm going to share a song, because we always end these with a song. And this song is the song I wrote to kind of process some of the emotion of the breakup, but it was also to process some of the emotion of quarantine. And yeah, you'll just have to hear it. Oh, lady, yes, it's been a while. You can bet I miss our talks. I used to see you every other week, but suddenly it stopped. I can't do this on my own. Can't you see my head's a mess? I need your fingers through my hair. You do it better than the rest. And my God, I guess I'd reckon you're the best I ever had. And I know it's wrong to want you now that the world is going mad. But it's been 2 long months, and now my hair's too long. Give me that scissor cut back at your hair salon. Can I come over now? I'll even keep my mask on. How would it be asking if I didn't think it were true? Yeah, this ain't gonna cut it, so lady, please cut my hair soon. Cut my hair soon. I thought it was a funny way to process my emotions. And actually, I had to change a lyric. Initially, the chorus said, "But it's been 2 long months, and now my hair's too long. I need your gentle touch back at your hair salon." But so what that means is you get 3 lines of the chorus that do not reveal the twist. And so once you finally get to back at your hair salon, it kind of just goes one ear out the other. And the reason I know it went one ear out the other is because I played this for my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, my Lola. And they were just sitting there because it very clearly sounds like it's a heartbreaking song about my recent breakup with my ex. And so I was like, wait, they didn't get it. They didn't get that it was about a haircut. So I changed it to make it more clear at the chorus. So but it's been 2 long months, and now my hair's too long. Give me that scissor cut back at your hair salon. So by the time you get to lines 3, you already know scissor cut, and then you reinforce that with line 4, hair salon. And that's much better than gentle touch at your hair salon, because gentle touch is still like very romantic or very, not very clear that it has to do with a haircut. Getting a haircut. I actually haven't gotten a haircut since February, before all of the world shut down. So that's that song. We'll do one more. I always say one more. It usually ends up being more than one. Except my dad has work tomorrow, so I don't want to be too loud. Should put that on YouTube. I've played this song before, but I discovered a new chord in the song. I was playing it earlier today, so I'm just going to play it again. I wish I could do better by you, 'cause that's what you deserve. You sacrifice so much of your life in order for this to work, while I'm out chasing my own dreams, sailing around the world. Please know that I'm yours to keep, my beautiful girl. When you cry, a piece of my heart dies, knowing that I may have been the cause. If you were to leave and fulfill someone else's dreams, I think I might totally be lost. You don't ask for no diamond rings, a delicate string of pearls. That's why I wrote this song to sing, my beautiful girl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you know the real song, and then it goes faster, but it's just repetitive. I don't have a nice little folksy band in the background. I wanna sing another song for you. I don't know what exactly to sing. Any requests? There's this one request that my friend Carol made. Only problem is I have to do it in my falsetto-ish or just quieter, much like I just did with that song. That's The Girl by City and Color, if you're unaware. This one's a belty song. I actually did this. I got the solo for it during my days in the Afterglow. But might as well just practice since I'm going to sing this one day. I've been waiting on the sunset, bills on my mind. I can't do it. All right, hold on. I've been waiting on the sunset, bills on my mindset. I can't deny they're getting high. Higher than my income's breadcrumbs. I've been trying to survive. The glow that the sun gives right around sunset helps me realize this is just a journey. Drop your worries, you are gonna turn out fine. Whoa, you turn out fine. Scroll, fine. Whoa, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, yeah. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard, to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I've got my hands in my pockets, kicking these rocks. It's kinda hard to watch this life go by. Buying into skeptics mess with the confidence in my eyes. I'm seeing all the angles, starts to get tangled, start to compromise. My life and my purpose, is it all worth it? Am I gonna turn out fine? Whoa, turn out fine. Fine. Whoa, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard. To remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down. Hey. I thought I saw a ghost or something. Hey. Only rainbows after rain, sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again, it comes around. I say only rainbows after rain, the sun will always come again, and it's a circle, circling around again, it comes around, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey, I know it's hard. It's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I'll do a better version of that soon, when it's not so late. Okay, one more lullaby-y type song. When the rain comes comes, you wonder. When the rain comes, it seems that everyone is gone away. When the night falls, you wonder if you shouldn't find a place to run and hide, escape the pain, but hiding such a lonely thing to do. I can't stop the rain from falling down on you again. I can't stop the rain, but I will hold you till it goes away. When the rain comes, you blame it on. When the rain comes, you blame it on the things that you have done. When the storm, nope. When the storm fades, I need to learn all the lyrics I thought I had it memorized. Guess not, but it's okay. It'll be alright. No one loves you like I do. I can't stop the rain from falling down on you again. I can't stop the rain, but I will hold you. I can't stop the rain from falling down on you again. I can't stop the rain, but I will hold you till it goes away. And with that, thanks for tuning in today's episode, because it really just seems like kind of a TV show at this point. But I really appreciate you. I love you, and I hope you have a good night. Hope you have a good rest of the week. Monday. No Monday blues. Or if you have Monday blues, then that's okay. Just lean into it, accept it, and let it pass. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.